Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to try to figure out how React Native works. I already got everything set up. So you can see Visual Studio Code, you can see the emulator. I tried to get this to work on my last setup, like on my Linux machine, but the emulator just doesn't work, and that makes developing kind of hard. So in general, we have the issue that certain tabs don't work any longer, and we have to work on that. So I will choose the demo instance. Can I paste? No, I cannot paste, man. HTTPS demo. Okay, cool. Demo 2, Libre Photos, and then .com. Alright, he found it, and he still gives me weird errors. Demo, yes, and demo 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so login should work, and we're in. I hope you can see the app well. So the whole thing in general is not yet developed. I would think that this would be a timeline view, but we already have like a photo tab. And with timestamp, the photos are not found. And without timestamp also, that's also broken, but recently added works, I think. Right, here you go. And favorites also works, kind of, I think. Not sure. Public photos, hidden. Alright. Definitely some tabs work, right? And now we have to figure out, okay, where do we actually load the code? Because we changed the API a bit. Alright, now it loaded. So we have brand, image grid, loading spinner, no results, error. That isn't that important, I think. Application navigator, okay. What do we have here? So we just use React, and then we use React Native components, I think, and that's pretty much all we have to do. Okay. So we also have some logging enabled, and all the bug reports still go to the old maintainer. I should probably change that. So we have some dark mode, we have like a navigation container, and it looks to me like, I don't know how to read that. So we have a navigator, right? We have a startup. So that's the login screen, and we only do that if it's loaded, but we don't have anything else, I guess. Alright, and then we have an index file, a main file. Okay, the main file is basically what we had now. So we have like a photo thing, and we have here our gallery container. I think that's a good way. I think we could find something here. Alright. So he didn't actually went where I wanted him to go. So we have to go to containers, right? And then we have gallery, and then we have index. Okay, so we have album, album by date, album without date, right? And then we have a lot of dispatches. Fetch photos without date, right? Fetch album by date. We have a console.log. I don't actually know. Does it log stuff? Where do I see the logs? Huh, interesting. Alright. I don't even know how to debug this. This is going to be very much fun. Yes. Fetch album by date. Alright, so let's go here. And then we go to add store, album, and then fetch date. So here we have saved all of our fetches basically in the Redux store. And I think he uses probably something similar to it. So, right, we use the album date, photo hash, and then list. And then we have a photo mapper. So that's definitely interesting. I don't know how to get the logs. Do I have your logs? No. That's going to be so interesting. I can do a photo, I can shut it down. So the general idea is that we do an API call, and the API call is, I think, just our instance, right? So if we go to add services, where is that? API index. So it's also an Axios store, which is good. It looks very similar to our other thing. Handle error, photos, search. We have here our data mapper. Photos by date. Okay. Alright, I think I saw enough data points to actually debug what we get, right? So I want to click on here and I want to see. Alright, so we have a console error. That is interesting. A non-serializable value was detected in the path album.error. Type error undefined. Response.data. So, see more. Thanks. Dismiss. So, it seems like we actually get some valuable errors as a nice little app thingy. See more. But it looks also kind of broken. See more. Yes. Okay. Let's see. An album.error. So let's dismiss that. Console warning. Okay, dismiss. Then we have another error with payload. Fetch photos without date rejected. Interesting. So my computer in the background is completely dying because he has to do everything himself. But he can handle that, I think. Alright, so we have like album fetch photos without date rejected. Why should type be a string or at least a serializable? Why should my action types be constants? That's a good question, I don't know. So with timestamp, right? Without timestamp. Okay, I think it will take a while. So I want to see some logs, right? So I have to Google that. Thing is, you can't see my browser because I have like a 4K screen, and now I resized all the windows that it somehow matches. So yeah. If this becomes a regular thing, I will have to figure something out. So I wanted to look up debug, get console output React Native. Okay. What do I have to do? I have to click Control M. All right. Whoa! Another menu, debug. Okay. Reload app. So what the heck is happening? Press Control J to open developer tools. What's happening? Debugger UI. What? Whoa. React Native JS code runs as a web worker inside this tab. Press Ctrl J to open developer tools. Enable pause on code exceptions for a better debugging experience. You may also install React developer tools to inspect your React components. Okay, reload app. Okay, so I see all the console logs in the console, which is cool. So, invariant violation, calling synchronous method on native modules is not supported in Chrome. Okay, I think I can ignore that. Dismiss, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Please load. Load. What the hell is happening? Copy. All right. Fun. What the hell? Okay. So it kind of has to work somehow, right? Okay, dismiss, dismiss. Yes, leave. Okay, I actually don't want to shut this down. Okay, start again. No. Minimize. It looks very broken to me. Yes, please kill that. Okay, I will boot that up again. Chrome debugging does not work if you use sync APIs in variant violation. Okay, that's a super weird error. Yeah, that's definitely not how I thought that would go. Okay, so now I get the maintain priority. No, please go back, thanks. Alright, so at least he found the picture again. Let's resize that again. Okay, so that looks good. I think I still get the same errors uncaught problem, and then I get a get supported platform info function. Control M, Control M. Why doesn't that work anymore? No. Do normal people just debug that on like their phone? Like, I don't get the workflow at all. But very interesting, definitely. So it looks to me like that's somebody else doing that. So minimize, please. But it really, really does not want to work. So that's not good. The Control J does not open the developer tools, man. Okay, running Libre Photos with root tag 11, debugging, ... Yes, I know that. So, alright. We have like a navigators.index.js, a problem with something, I guess. Yeah, we'll figure that out, I guess. It can't be that hard. Index.js, right? Navigators invariant violation calling synchronous methods on native modules. Cannot read properties of undefined. So that's something I think I can fix. Application navigator. So he complains about that, but I don't get why. I don't know. Woo. Or whatever. Local host, and then the sad thing is that you can't actually see something, and that's kind of sad. So maybe I have to install React Developer Tools. I already have React Developer Tools. Hey, amazing. I have forked React library to use with React Native. This is a temporary fix. This works perfectly fine. You have to edit this file. There is no need to modify or patch any npm package for this anymore. The issue was fixed in React Native 0.6.6. Okay. I guess we will then go to the package.json. React Native. That looks old. Let's see what happens if we bump this version. Everything breaks. No, please npm. npm. Okay, we have 67.2. All right. Let's use that instead. Save. I don't think that I need the rest any longer. Please close. Thanks. Then I have to delete React Native from the node modules. Just doesn't want to close. React Native, here we go. Delete. Yarn. Fortsetzen. Alright. Let's look at the README again. So I will do another yarn install, and then we're going to restart that, I guess. Okay. Yes. Oh. So I have here like a different thing. CLI.js. Interesting. Close this too. Let's do yarn.install. I don't know what I'm doing, like seriously. But very fun. All right. Unexpected error. What the hell? Okay, then please please. Now I delete just all node modules. Do you then work? Or do I have to open up a PowerShell and do sudo yarn install? I shouldn't need to do that, but oh wow, it needs forever. That's always a good sign, I guess. Yes, please delete. Thanks. Alright, come on. Why does it take so long? No! Yes. I do not care about my node modules folder. Okay, finally. Install. Okay, it still does not work. I think I have to do sudo. PowerShell. No, please don't start it like that. PowerShell. Yes. And then cd. Okay, yarn install. Now I can't see anything and it still does not work. I hate this. Okay. Let's Google that. So which thing is complaining? Do digital React zoomable view. Okay, so it seems to be like a dependency issue, I guess. So let's go to 66.0 npm React Native. .4. Alright. Let's see how stable these interfaces really are. Or do I have like to delete even more? I think so. This is behaving really weirdly. So what is an app.json? Okay, that's just the app. There has to be like a yarn dot something. Yarn dot log, alright. You are now gone. Okay, so let's do this again, yarn install. Alright, that looks more like npm and yarn. A lot of warnings and stuff like that. So let's see if this works. I hope so. So we could look at fetch photos without a date. So if I recall right, we have like here multiple calls. We just get like here the number of photos and yeah, the number of photos, I guess. And that's it. And then we have a separate API to load like the first page. And same goes for fetch by date. Redux toolkit wrapper at the coding machine. Oh boy, that sounds like I have to learn even more stuff. Okay. But first let me log stuff. Because without logging it's impossible to learn stuff. Alright, that worked. Yarn and right. Okay. The boot up takes a bit longer. And we have our emulator again. And it's just black. Amazing. Technology. Now I also have a toolbar. And it's building a lot of stuff. Alright. Okay, and now I'm browsing on what I can do with React Native. React Native Web. That sounds exotic. So I could just port everything to React Native. Whoa. Okay, do we now see something? No, it's still not visible. And we compiling Java code, okay. That makes sense. I guess we could also read through the README. So the repository obviously changed. So let's go here instead. That's all fine. Okay, save. Can close the PowerShell window. And it's still executing. It's kind of weird that debugging stuff with console log is so hard on this thing. Developer menu D. Oh, okay, that does not work. Alright, build successful. My web thing already loaded up. Now only my app has to load up. Hello? Okay, here we go. Reload app. And nothing happens. Amazing. So now I have like the wheel of death. Yeah, so that's not what I thought would happen, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Requiring module source navigator index.js. which threw an exception. Invariant violation. Okay. Consider providing alternative methods to expose this method in debug mode, e.g. by exposing constants ahead of time. Okay. Navigators index.js. Navigators index.js. Alright. JavaScript logs will appear in your browser. Yeah, that's basically what I want. Okay, so he shows the wrong file. Call stack, show all frames, please. Or not. Application navigator. Okay. He really doesn't like application navigator. So what do they mean with consider providing alternative methods to expose this method in debug mode? Upgrade the version and the problem will disappear. No, in fact, it did not disappear. Okay, cannot debug in Chrome. Okay, so React Native device info could be a problem. And I think I saw that, right? In application navigator. Get manufacturer. Right, here we go. Alright, what if I just do that instead? Save. Do you then work? Oh damn, it does. Okay. Then I will put a comment over that. To when debugging, comment this out. Save. Alright, so I guess I fixed my first issue. Hey! So I think we could just work on that. So if we're like in debug mode, he should just return a different string. React Native check if debug mode. Alright, Google, what can you say to me? If def, alright. Then let's do that. If def else let's see if this works. React Native device info breaks debug mode. Very cool. Okay, so I guess my linter is not yet activated and it still works. So that's great. Now I just want to push that for now, right? Because I did something. So we have a couple of things I changed. So that's the first one, stage changes. We can just keep that bumped because nobody cares. All right, and I can also push that one. Git commit. Oh no, now you can't see my window because it's Notepad exe. All right, only high-tech technology here. Bump version of React Native. Save. Very cool. And then I have the next one, stage changes, git commit, update, readme to reflect new repository. And then git commit, only use device info when not debug mode. Okay, awesome. So, first change made. That was way faster than I thought. And now we're going to continue to break it. So, I think if I now go here and then I click on here, then we get really cool errors. So, a non-serializable value was detected in an action, and the path payload type error. Cannot read properties of undefined reading data. All right. So, let's go to where is it? Fetch photos, right? Fetch by date. Here we go. And then we have data, question mark, and then results. I don't know if I actually call that. Fetch by date rejected, alright. Cannot read property of undefined. So I want to catch the error, right? So on error, catch, error, and then I want console.log error, right? Console.log response. These are the two things I want then. Okay, save. And it should now have reloaded, I think. Save. Yes. Very cool. And now I go to Android without timestamp, a lot of errors. Request failed with status 500. Okay, very cool. And then with timestamp. Did I fetch the wrong thing? What is happening? Fetch by date, fetch hidden, fetch people. Okay. Fetch photos without date. Alright, so I think I will just log that too. Let's go to fetch photos without date. Save. Okay, so now we have request failed with status 404. Okay, not found. Oops, I tried to reload the debugger UI. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so come on. UI is not reacting. God damn it. No! I just wanted to save something. Unable to resolve module debugger UI. Okay. I think I broke it. Oops. Yes. Please close. Thanks. I don't need that any longer. Okay, reloading. Bad idea, I guess. And let's start up again. So let's see if I find something out. Okay, here we go. The app is back. And it's very small. Now it's a bit larger, but still small. Here we go. Alright, so theoretically, okay, he's still building everything again. Here we go. So we have our debug menu again. The app is starting up. Here we go. So if I now click here, I get a lot of errors. False data 500 true, cannot read properties of undefined data, fetch by date. Okay, and that's the type error, that's what I print. Okay, if I get like a 500, obviously it's wrong. Yeah, so god damn it, you see that, can't see that again. I will now copy and paste stuff from the other code base. LibrePhotos front end, source actions, and then we have album actions. Yeah, alright. Then I will look for photo. Where do I do that? Alright, so we have first off album date, right? But we don't want that at first. We want fetch album date list. And that is photos not timestamp list. I can't even remember when I used that. Like weird, very weird. I mean, I can look it up, but I don't think we have used that ever. Yeah, so I just removed that, I guess. Oops. Okay, it's not here either. Let's go to the other UI. So I guess it was an API I never used. And he would thought like, oh, that looks promising. Yeah, I just removed it. Okay, brutal. Oh no, here we go. Not timestamp photo hash list view set. Huh. So technically it's still there. Alright, so why isn't that working then? Okay, I click on without timestamp. Let's go here. Fetching category without timestamp. Cannot read data. Cannot read properties of undefined reading data. And then album fetch by date rejected. Response is not defined. Non-serializable value was detected in an action in the path payload. Okay, so still don't know what he wants from me. Copy. Oh no, it's a Redux toolkit error. God damn it, I have to learn so many new packages. Alright. This is more likely a problem with Redux persist. Redux toolkit provide a few default middleware within its thingy. Okay. So we have a build async state, right? And we have build async action. And then we throw something to this API. But it does work on the other stuff, right? So let's see what happens if I click on recently added. What happens? No, cancel. Damn, that was close. And that also crashes. Are you kidding me? I thought I found an actual error, but it's just again had something to do with the debug mode. No. A non-serializable value was detected in the path album recently added. Value type error cannot read properties of undefined reading data. Okay, so apparently it's completely losing its mind because he can't serialize something. But I don't know what. Not really what I wanted to debug, to be honest. Build async reducer. Okay. So let's Google that error. Not very fun. Everything just breaks. Okay, so I will not bash my head too long against that because that's not very useful. Getting an error, a non-serializable value was detected in path blah. Okay, so for us it's in path payload, right? The problem with returning the results of access.get as it is that apart from that it contains various other fields related to the request, including config for which you got the error. Although you're only saving data and not config, as the whole res object passes to the store, it goes through middleware called serializability, which is included in Redux Toolkit, and enforces Redux recommendation to only store serializable data. Okay, a config has methods among its members. Why? I don't want that. Come on. You can disable. Alright, I can disable it. Where can I disable it? This is more likely a problem with Redux persist. Redux Toolkit provided a few default middleware. Swear to God. I just want to get my data. So default middleware, here we go. False. I don't care. So let's see if I now see something. This can't be serious. Okay. What error do I now get? Fetching category. No error. I think the demo server just reset. And I fixed it probably. And the UI looks a bit off. Whatever. Demo 2. Demo 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No, we still have things in it. So something should happen. Cannot read properties of undefined. Okay. Okie dokie. I don't know what actually happens. Maybe I have to refresh token. But then I would get an unauthenticated, right? Error thing. Recently added. And then I get a cannot read properties of undefined. Okay, so let's check this again. Request failed. Yeah, please also log. Thanks. Okay, so now we also log the response. And now it loads stuff? Are you kidding me? What? So there are no favorites, okay. Cannot read properties of undefined. Cool. So let's go back to fetch photos without thing. Okay, we also have to return error. Fun. Okay, so there has to be something, right? Let's go here. No image is found. It behaves really buggy, to be honest. Okay. Well, I figured out how to debug, so that's something. Request failed with status 404. Yeah, okay. So really can't find the with timestamp API. but without timestamp. I mean, there has to be like something, right? Let's go down here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And also a lot of favorites. Alright. So I guess let's fix album date photo hash list and change that up to something different. And let's just see if something happens. I'm still in the beginning of figuring this out. Copy and paste. Alright, so that is true. We deleted that. No, we did not delete that. It's definitely here. What is happening? Yeah, it's the same thing. So we should get something different than a 404 error. That's super weird. I'm really not happy about this debug thing. Okay, now I get a server error, which is more plausible, I guess. I don't feel very confident in pushing anything, to be honest. The server is definitely not that slow. If I do an F5, it just loads. You know? Okay. Right. So I don't know how to proceed because I feel like it behaves weirdly. Unable to resolve something. Reloading, okay. No, none of these files exist. Oh, what is happening? Okay. So now we get an error 500, which is correct. And we get another error 500. I don't get why they get an error 500, right? Because that's not crazy code I wrote or something. Okay, that loads now again. That also loads now again. And that's hidden, alright. So, okay, I get a request failed with status 500. Interesting. I don't know why. Because that's literally just an API call which we should have defined. Right. But I think that's all for today. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you like my videos, please leave a like. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also sponsor me on GitHub Sponsors, which helps me out a lot. And if you found a bug, leave a comment, and I think there will be bugs, to be honest. Alright, see you next time. Bye!